everyone, my name is Dr. Catherine Bliss, and I will be your instructor for statistics. I wanted to just say hello and put a face and a voice behind all of the messages and emails that you will get from me. So hello. My area of research is in social network analysis. So my undergraduate degree was in psychology, and my PhD was in mathematics, and that is how I found a way to merge my interest in the social sciences as well as in mathematics and statistics. So I will be hopefully sharing some examples from my work with you throughout the course, but most of all, I look forward to working with you. I look forward to answering your questions and being here to help everyone complete this course well. So with that in mind, I would like to show you a few important areas of Brightspace. And I think it's really important that you take a look at these areas so that you're all set up for success once our course starts in week 1. Okay, so to access your courses for fall 2024 and beyond, you will go to myclasses.sunyempire.edu. And this URL is different than the URL you used for your summer courses or courses you had last spring. So don't use the old login. Do go to our new URL for Brightspace, which is called myclasses.sunyempire.edu. And this is the URL we will use across the university from fall 2024 and going forward. Okay, once you log into the course, you will see several important areas. The envelope icon is where you would send me a message, and this functions like course mail. Please use this instead of regular email. And the reason I say that is because I like to keep everything here in Brightspace. This puts you right at the top of my to-do list. I give first priority to my students. If you send me a regular email, it could get buried underneath university correspondence. So definitely use this if you want to reach out to me with any sort of private questions or concerns. For general questions and concerns, such as help with the homework or questions about how our course runs, please post here to the Ask a Question board. I'm in the course 6 to 7 days a week, and I will reply to you usually within 1 to 2 business days. But if you post a question on the Ask a Question board at 11 o'clock on a Saturday night, it's possible that another student might be in the course, and if they've already figured out how to do that task or that problem, they can respond to you as well. And it's a great place to help each other and really share ideas, share questions. I'll be here too, but it's really a great place for our classroom to come alive. Otherwise, it can feel very lonely and very challenging. Okay, also in here is the course schedule. I recommend printing this out because this is like your week-by-week to-do list. So in week 1, you can see what we're working on, the start and end dates. We always start on a Monday and end on a Sunday evening. And then you've got some reading assignments. There's a discussion to post to, and then there's a My Stat Lab homework. So let's take a look at those pieces. So I'm going to go back to our course homepage. You can see our course information is here. That was one of the things that you should read for this first week. So the course syllabus is here. That explains all the grading and topics that will be covered in the course. The next thing you will see is information about setting up your account in MyStatLab. Okay, so once you're over here in MyMathLab, when you first go here, you would want to enroll yourself, and you'll click on Student Access and follow the enrollment instructions. Once you have set up your account, you would click on Sign In to your course. Okay, so when you log into MyStatLab, you will see your homepage. Over on the left-hand side of the screen, you will see your homework assignments. Now, there's none showing just yet because the course hasn't started, but I will give you a preview of what's in here. We've got one assignment each week, as well as our midterm exam and final exam. And to start an assignment, you would click on the name of the assignment. Go look at one that's a little bit computational. In this problem, they're asking you to compute something. And if you are thinking to yourself, oh my goodness, I'm totally stuck, you could view an example. And it shows you the same problem, different numbers, and it shows you how to set that up. The other tool that's really helpful to use is called Help Me Solve This. And so what this does is it prompts you along to figure out the steps. So 71 minus 7, you could figure that out. And then it asks you to keep going with the problem. So it's kind of like a guided tutorial. There are some other tools here. So when you click on Get More Help, sometimes there is a link to a video, the textbook. There's certainly StatCrunch here. So StatCrunch is where you will do a lot of your computations. Don't worry about how to use this right now. I give tutorials about how to use it. So I don't expect you to know how to enter the numbers or click on anything just yet, but we will be talking about that later on in our course. Okay, so back to Brightspace. We were on this task of reading the course information documents, and there are some important pages here. So one of the important things that I would like to highlight is that you will be required to use technology in this course. The good news is I don't expect you to solve lengthy equations by hand, but I do expect you to either use StatCrunch, Excel, or a calculator. And honestly, the calculator might seem like the easiest solution because you can just type the numbers in, and you probably all used calculators before, but these are actually the most difficult one to use for this course because one, there's a cost, but number two, there's an error in typing in your problem. Sometimes you might make a typo, and then there's usually a lot more steps that you need to learn to make the calculator do the computations. StatCrunch is going to be your easiest option. It's usually enter the data with one click and then perform the calculation with another click. So that's going to be your most time efficient method. And I give a lot of videos and helpful tutorials for StatCrunch. But Excel is also available if you like Excel, and that is free of charge to all SUNY Empire students. We've got a discussion rubric here, so a couple of things to note. Be sure to post your initial post by Thursday, and then you're required to post 2 replies by Sunday. So you're getting graded on the timeliness of your post, as well as the content of your initial post, and then your content of those 2 replies. There are a few helpful websites here. And now we're into Module 1. So we've read the course information folder, taking a look at our schedule for week 1. We are working in Module 1. We're supposed to read all those course information documents. We'll go in and read the course textbook, do the discussion and the homework. Okay. So in Module 1, you will see that there is a content guide here. There are some helpful hints and information, some helpful videos. There are also PowerPoints if you like those. Our first discussion is here. This is a little introduction to StatCrunch. I've made you a video for that. And then there are instructions about what to do for your first discussion post. So the initial post is very structured, and then your replies are generally very structured. We're asking for specific computations or analysis. And then, of course, there is the My Math Lab assignment. So the coding here is Module 1, Assignment 1, My Math Lab assignment. And you would complete this over in My Stat Lab. So let's go back to My Stat Lab and take a look at where that assignment would be. So back here in My Stat Lab, if you click on Homework, that's where you will see all of your homework assignments. So there's the Module 1 homework. Also, your ebook is right here. And I'm going to go to the table of contents. We were interested in looking at chapter 1.1 through 1.3. So there's a lot of really nice examples in this book. You know, some people do read the book cover to cover, and that can be a great way to approach the course. But some people will go in and try the homework first and then come back to the textbook and use it a bit more as a guide or a reference or something like that. There are videos embedded within the textbook, so if you're someone that likes a lot of videos, those are like your lectures, so to speak. They are from the publisher. I have my own set of videos that I've embedded in the course, and I always can make more. But I think that the examples are very, very good in here. Okay, so you've got your ebook, you've got your homework assignments, and again, any questions, if you go back to our course menu, you can go to content or discussion. There's a lot of ways to navigate the course, but you know, that Ask a Question board is really going to be a helpful tool for you. I check this place every time I log into the course. I encourage you to do the same and post your questions here early and often. My goal is to help everyone complete this course well. Well, great. I look forward to working with you, and I hope you have enjoyed this tour of our course.